What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back with another video on the channel, and today we got a special one for you today. A couple of new reviews, couple of snacks, and of course the main entree. If you're digging the content, and like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that cringy YouTube stuff. Let me start off with the main entree. What we did here, real simple. We got some buttery brioche buns. Heated those up in the oven. In the meantime, I cut my beef into balls. What am I, 10 years old? I shaped my 96% beef into balls, seasoned them up real nice, put them on a stove, let them get happy, smashed them down. I wish I had onions, but I didn't. Then of course we took those rolls, we added that truffle mayo we did in review yesterday. If you didn't see that review, it is the video before this. I will forget to put it in the description because I always do. Added that mayo to the top, half spicy mayo, half regular mayo. Obviously added our wonderful patty to that, topped it off with some wonderful cheese sauce, and away we go. Take a look at this. What are we saying here? Thicky sliders. I've been waiting to try you. My goodness. When I had that mayo yesterday, first thing I said was, this will probably bang on a burger. It bangs on a burger. Man. Strawberry. America's Choice. Is that America's Choice? Clear American. It's the Walmart brand. I'm not even bothered to put it in there, I'm just thirsty. Alright, let me get to the next thing. I want to do these. We got some Ruffles here. Flamin' Hot Barbecue. I saw these in Walmart today. I got excited, funny enough, because my man Jason Tatum's on it. You know what Jason Tatum is? Jason Tatum is one of the all-star players for the Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics is my favorite basketball team. I've had a lot of different Flamin' Hot flavors. I have not tried anything Flamin' Hot Barbecue yet. So I was super excited to try it. Let me just, let me get these out. You gotta shake the bag up. Come on. Ooh, I like the color on these. Check this. Am I ever going to be able to put something just like and leave it right on? It ain't never going to happen. Alright, check this. Flamin' Hot Barbecue. What are we saying? What are we saying? I hope these are good. Let me tell y'all, that is fire. Reason I like these so much, obviously Ruffles, the ridges hold the flavor so well, number one. Number two, you've got that sweet note in the beginning. This chip's got layers to it. When I first bit it, I was thinking, oh, these really doesn't have that many spices to it. It's just very barbecue-ish. But as I continued to chew, then the Flamin' Hot aspect came at the very end, and just, there you go. Layers, ridges. Yeah, yeah. I love the idea. I put my man Jason Tatum on here. This is the second line of Ruffles that I know of that had a basketball player on it. The first ones had AD, Anthony Davis. They were the lime Ruffles, and they were like fire. I did a review on them way back. I think they came out like March. Fire, fire, fire. This is no different. Nah, we're gonna go straight to this. Y'all know I was gonna do this. Like, come on now. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Alright. You gonna tell me you don't want this? You don't put chips on your burger? Seriously, you don't put chips on your burger? if I wouldn't look so stupid or dumber than I look right now, I might have just fell out of my chair. Show and tell time. All right, check it. Look at the layers on that. The burger's medium. I like my burgers medium. The cheese, the truffle, the spicy, the barbecue, the... Oh. Stop playing with me, man. Well, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. There's nothing over there. Nothing. These are... Get this chip. Just get the chip. Even Jason Tatum is chilling right here. He's like, hey, come see. And we won tonight too. Beat the Nuggets. W's all around. W's. Women playing well this year. So, take them rock and get them. I'm gonna get some more of them on here. Oh my goodness, man. That is wow, bro. Let me tell you something. I don't know why. It just took me to the cookout. I'm not even playing. And you put a thing of potato salad right here. Right here. See what's missing? Right there on a paper plate. With my uncle playing some funny old 90s R&B music. And my other uncle cooking on a grill talking about, you know nothing about this here, boy. And overcooking the hell out of the burgers, but these ain't overcooked. But it just bring me, he used to overcook a little bit, like, this is a little Cajun. But, you know, that's where I'm going with these, man. I don't know why. This just tastes like summer on, And you're gonna bougie with a truffle mayo. I got one more for y'all. Hope y'all stuck around, because I've been waiting to try these too. I already know these are a W, but we try to review everything new that comes out. I believe this is more like for the Easter. They're starting to put out the Easter candies. I found these in Walmart too. I went to Walmart today. But these are the Reese's Mallow cups. So what it is a regular OG Reese's, but it's got marshmallow flavored cream going out on the top. That's the only difference. Look, you would have to put like bird crap on a Reese's to make it taste bad. I'm not, this is a W. I'm not even gonna have to try it. The only thing I'm actually gonna do, because I'm gonna junk food snob this a little bit. I'm not a junk food snob, I know it's good. But what I will say is, I hope this cream on the top, let me take it out for you. Wow, that's a lot more marshmallow. All right, so it's kind of, look on this side, right? Now we're gonna come around on this side. So I just hope that the top does give me a little bit of marshmallow. I don't care, like, it's gonna be good. Anybody who says this is bad, like, it's not bad, it's just not what you expected, but it's still good. Like, I don't care what y'all say, like, whatever. Anyway, I should have bit this the other way. I'm gonna bite this the other way. It's there. You definitely get that marshmallow aspect to it. Chocolatey. It's got Reese's peanut butter in it. Like, stop. You know it's good. It's good. You wanna know how good it is? Let me eat the other one. That was supposed to go, that went a lot better in my head than we're just having right here. We're gonna keep that in there, we don't edit. Reese's and Kit Kats are like the two things to me that are extremely hard to screw up. That you can't, like, you can't. I've had a bad Kit Kat though. It was one that came from I want to say it was from Japan. But it wasn't a normal flavor. Like, it was like, I cannot remember what it was. Like, I've had the green tea and all that stuff. It was like I don't know, like I don't know. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up after this. Somebody remind me to look that up. I cannot remember what the flavor was. But it was something that's actually not even food. You get what I'm saying? Like leather or something like that. I'm telling you, there's a weird. Somebody Google weird Reese Kit Kats. It's in there somewhere. Anyway. I take really big sips, which is why I burp a lot. All right, now we got that out the way. I just want to get into this, so let's eat real quick. You know you fat look, I'm taking more out. I haven't even finished the ones on my plate and I'm taking more. Do y'all do that? I'll be doing that. Even as a kid. Yo, that is a W. With the Ruffles, that's a W. Oh my goodness. Come here. I feel it. Yep. Yep. Nah. I cannot put into words how good this is. I cannot put into words how good this is. I'm trying, legitimately. And I rarely go for brioche bread, but I saw these slider buns. As far as making a burger goes, brioche is like right at the top for me. I also really love pretzel buns. Those are like probably my two favorite. They're so buttery. You know, I add a little bit of butter to it before I warmed them up. I didn't use them on the griddle. Not only because I was lazy. I didn't feel like cleaning the griddle, to be honest. And then like messing it up again. So I just used the broiler on super low. A little bit of butter. A little bit of garlic. Every one of these is getting the chip business. Y'all getting the treatment. Private champagne room treatment. Bro, what do I even say sometimes? Excuse me. You can see the spicy mayo on this one. See that on the bottom? That's mayo. Surprisingly, not really on YouTube, but I talk live on here, so I'm just saying my thoughts. Surprising amount of people ask me, is the truff mayo really that good? Like, I don't know what you want me to say. And I'm not saying this like sarcastic, a little sarcastic, but if y'all think in my right mind, oh, I just got like a big, that I'm just gonna sit here and wax poetic about something just because it like sounds good or it makes me look good, it doesn't. I've said this a bunch of times, and I know there's like newer people on the channel, and like, thank you guys. I'm not saying this to be insulting, just so you know, but I feel like I have to say it every now and then. I will never sell out. I would never buy my word, if that makes sense. I would never say something's good if I didn't think it was good. If I thought that mayo was trash, one, I wouldn't be eating it again today, and two, there's no way that I would lie to, like, I feel like my name would be on that. So if it was just a product that was just like, not everybody's gonna agree with me. I know people who don't like Truff's products. They've told me that. For whatever reason. But if I like it, I like it. I got a paper towel on my leg. I got a question once about my other hand. This here, just chilling. I genuinely can't believe how good these chips are. And house burgers. There's so many stupid things you have to worry about as a content creator. Like how your food looks when you're eating it. Like, I'm so in my zone eating because it's so good that I didn't realize. I try to eat in order. I have one over here, so I had to slide it over. That's why I was laughing. But when you're making food for yourself, you don't have the same kind of like effect that you would when you're just making food on camera. Like, I have to think about, is there mayo showing on the bottom? Is there cheese showing on the, you know, plating is a big thing. I also try not to chew too obnoxiously, but as I burp, which I hate, I don't edit these videos. So, like, if I burp, whatever, it's staying in there. I'm not gonna start doing like jump cuts and stuff. Like, nah. Like, this is what it is. So, I will excuse myself because I don't like it. But other than that, I really might go through this whole damn bag. These chips are really... I'm so glad I got extra bags. I just dropped one on the floor too, man. Damn. What am I doing, man? I told you I was in my zone. I forget my own rules. I just dropped my paper. Oh no. Oh well. I'm just gonna have a dirty hand. The last time I had these chips were the AD ones, the Ruffles. I forgot, lime, cilantro or lime is what it is, I believe. Some of my favorite chips that have ever come out. No lie, I said it in the video, you can go back to it. Like, I love them. These are right there. And it's Jason Tatum. I don't really like the Lakers. I'm a Celtics fan. I'm sorry, I saw that. My only gripe, and it's not even a big one, they're a little more sweet than spicy. You do get the flaming hot, but the sweet is a little more overpowering. I think if they use the extra flaming hot, where it's like just a little bit hotter, these will be like some of the best chips I've ever had in my life. That includes like Doritos, just like a straight up Dorito. But as you can see, because I keep adding them to it, I've very quietly eaten that whole giant bag of Ruffles. Like, there's not much left. I don't care. Sometimes, isn't it? It's Fat Tuesday too. That's right. Come on, we Gucci. Anybody out there do that? They celebrate like Fat Tuesday? I don't know, like you celebrate fat, maybe you do. Mardi Gras, in other words. Never done the Mardi Gras thing. But I have had a king cake, which is cool. It's a cake traditionally eaten. There's a little baby in one of the pieces. I'm not even saying anything else. You have to look it up. I'm not. I cannot decide whether I like the truffle mayo. The regular or the spice. The regular is just as good. It's really good. Everybody do the Lent thing, by the way. You like, I don't want to get too into religion, but if you do, a lot of people give up something for Lent. Let me know what you give up. I don't want to talk about all the religion. I don't talk about religion and politics on my channel. That's the furthest I'll get into it. Those are like some big things I just don't get into. Again, this is our escape from it. We're here as refuge. Now, God said this yesterday, I'm going to say it again. Escape-wise, I've been seeing a lot of footage of the stuff that's happening in Texas. Like, I understand, you know, people's pipes and stuff aren't winterized. You don't really have, like, the snow infrastructure that we do here. Like, the minute it starts snowing here, like, there are plows. You can hear them all night. So, I hope you guys are staying safe. I know the temperatures aren't something that you're used to. And I hope that... I've seen a lot of videos of like pipes bursting, and funny enough, that happened to me. And thinking maybe 2015, my whole basement was frozen solid. I had no running water in my basement. Couldn't wash clothes. I had like I'm not saying this like, oh, like my life, you know. But I've been there when you have a pipe burst and like, you know, you got water leaking all over the place, and it's not a fun thing. So. Again, my Texans, my people in the South, everybody, man, not just people in the South, but I know that there's specifically, I love y'all, man. Like, prayers up. It's never a good thing when you're dealing with something that you're not used to. You know, you guys get inclement weather. I mean, Texas gets hit, you know, third coast, you get hurricanes and stuff. As a person who has been through 2 hurricanes, and I live in New Jersey in my life, that was terrible. And for down there, obviously, like, it's not good either. But we didn't have the infrastructure that they have in certain places, so it was like a lot of damage and stuff. I'm not going to compare it to any other, because there's no such thing as a good natural disaster. But during the hurricane, this was the second one. This was Superstorm Sandy. I think that was like 2013 or 2012. I can't remember. But we didn't have power. Not have power for maybe, I want to say like 3 weeks to a month. And until this very day, I have to get more. Until this very day, I still cannot eat a Dunkin' Donuts Big and Toasty sandwich. It makes me sick to my stomach, because the only place around here that had power in my immediate area, that wasn't blocked by trees or power lines or something, was Dunkin' Donuts. They were like the last person standing, last place standing. And yeah, I thought I was gonna forget, didn't you? Not this time. When I say we, I lived with my ex-girlfriend at the time. We had Dunkin' Donuts, no joke, like 3 weeks in a row. And at one point, I could barely eat it, because I was so, like, it was so much, like, I can't even think about it. I try to change the egg type, I try to change the protein type, the cheese type, but it just wasn't working after a while. I have a few foods like that, actually. I don't know if there are any of these left, and I don't know if it is a nationwide thing. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a restaurant called Johnny Rockets. There used to be one on the mall by me. It's not there anymore. Johnny Rockets was like an old time looking, like, burgers and fries and shakes. You know, like the 50s when the people had like the little point, the hat, the white hat, and like the, you know, like the little like ice cream sundaes and the, you know what I'm saying, like an old 50s looking diner type of thing. When I was in high school, there was a Johnny Rockets in my mall, and we couldn't really afford it a lot because, you know, we were high school kids, and I played sports, so I didn't work. But when we could, we would go there because it felt like fine dining. No joke. Anyway, when I went to college, came back home. My friends, when I came back home, had this tradition, which I kind of hopped in on, where it was in the winter time, but I had a few of my friends' birthdays that were like in the beginning of the year, and we used to go. We used to go on a trip to Atlantic City. If you don't know Atlantic City, like, I'm not taking for, like, for granted people aren't from around here. Atlantic City is similar to what Vegas is, not on that scale, but in New Jersey. Casinos, you know, nightclubs, nightlife, that kind of stuff. So we would get a bunch of hotel rooms, we would all go down, and we would have, you know, party for like a weekend. And this specific time we went, which happened to be the first time that I went, there was a blizzard as soon as we got there. Like, as soon, we were like, screw it, we're going anyway, because like we already reserved the tickets, the hotel rooms, all that stuff. Whatever. So we got down there and it started snowing like immediately after we checked into our hotel room. I mean, snowing. Like, we got like a foot or two of snow. And, excuse me, I hate when I do that. Because of that, we were kind of caught in between. We couldn't leave the casino. We couldn't go anywhere but the casino we were actually in. And we couldn't, a lot of the stuff, like the kitchens, a lot of the restaurants were actually closed. Room service was actually closed. Because the workers couldn't get into the hotel if they weren't already there. But the one place that was open, you guessed it, Johnny Rockets. So, no lie, I ate Johnny Rockets for 4 straight days. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Day one, it was awesome. Bacon cheeseburger for breakfast with, you know, a shake and fries. Lunch, bacon cheeseburger, you know. So, Saturday, I don't want bacon this time. It's going to be cheeseburger. Can you do onion rings instead of fries? You know, Saturday night, man, this is all we got to eat. Alright, no burger this time. I'm just gonna have like a shake. And I remember Sunday morning, I didn't even need a menu at this point. The people were the same people working. They knew who we were. I just walked in and I was like, what haven't I had yet? I ended up getting like a grilled cheese sandwich, and I swear to you, it still tasted the same. It was like, because they cooked it on the same griddle, I couldn't even swallow it till this day. And that was, I just got home from college, so, and you figure like 7-8 years ago, I still can't eat it. Still can't eat it. I graduated college very early, by the way. I was a senior when I was like, I started college at 17. So, but I did go to grad school. But, yeah. Those are the 2 things to this day I can't eat. Dunkin' Donuts, Big and Toasty, and anything from Johnny Rockets. Completely ruined. Also, adult beverage-wise. I'll just tell somebody this story. I'll tell it again. I'll tell mine real life. Again, if you are going to, you're of age, responsibly, please. Don't be an idiot. But I was in college. And when I was in college, not going to say how old I was, but I wasn't really a person who had a lot of background having these beverages. So, my teammate, who had just won a big game, was like, yo, let's go to the store. I'll get you whatever you want. Bet. Only problem is, I don't know what I'm getting. Because I don't even have like a background. I didn't do this like under, high school. I didn't do all that. Some of these people do. I don't do it. My parents were pretty strict. They didn't let me do anything. Which is why I went to college and turned into whatever. But we get in there and he's like, just pick out whatever you want. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking around. There's so many different. So I settle on this clear bottle with gold flakes in it. It is known as Goldschlager. I don't know what I'm doing. Basically, Fireball has become the wave these days. This was Fireball before Fireball. It has the same exact taste. I can't drink Fireball either. Because of this. You get the whole, get the bottle, go back to my place. I got some people over. And I had a white styrofoam cup. I'll never forget this. And I filled that cup up like 4 times. No ice. I just drank it in like maybe 20, 30 minutes. Don't do anything that I'm saying here. Long story short, this drink had gold flakes in it. Little flakes. I was vomiting gold flakes for like 3 days. Till this day, I can never ever. Anything cinnamon, Fireball, Goldschlager, no. The smell alone. Ah, it was fun. Reese's Mallow Tops. Yeah, they're worth it. Reese's are always good. Even the pretzel one with no pretzel was still good because it's a Reese's. It is what it is. Jason Tatum. These are goated. These are going up there. Up in the high list. I like a lot of chips. They're definitely up there. I pretty much, there's like 10 chips left in here, so that shows you how much I like them. The burgers were just, you can see. Brioche. All day. Truffle mayo, yes, it's worth it. I'll say it again. I don't get paid for that. They didn't give me anything. I don't get anything. I'm just trying to let y'all know what I like. And maybe I could try it too. Anyway, excuse me, I hate that, bro. I'm not editing. We don't edit that. We keep it a buck all the time. No jump edits, nothing. We'll be back tomorrow. More content. We got a blizzard coming, so I don't know what's what. I love y'all. No more shoveling. Signs have made it to YouTube.